Lexington, RD1 Spirits is an award-winning bourbon brand that exists to explore the bourbon frontier. Here to talk about all they have accomplished throughout the years is Brinegar, the national brand ambassador. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you, Ramey. It's a pleasure to be here.
Give me a little background about RD1 Spirits.
Absolutely. So RD1, it stands for Registered Distillery Number 1. It was actually Lexington, Kentucky's first registered distillery, established in 1865. So we established RD1 Spirits to pay honor and respect to Lexington's first, and then write that next chapter. And so what we have in front of us here is that next chapter of Lexington's first registered distillery.
I really like that. And what did you bring in here today?
So we have our flagship. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon. Okay. It's at 98 proof, and then each one of these wood finish series is that same mash bill, only it's finished in French oak, finished in Amburana, a Brazilian wood, and then a double finish in oak and maple.
And you all have a tasting room here in Lexington.
We do. We have a tasting room down at the Distillery District, and tomorrow we have a cocktail class. So we still have availability, so if you want to learn how to make cocktails with these spirits, come on down.
I really love that, and especially with the holidays coming. Bourbon is a great gift for any bourbon lover that you might have in your family.
100%. We live here in the, in the bluegrass the state of the bluegrass, and 95% of all the world's bourbon is made in Kentucky. It represents a $9 billion a year tourism industry to the state. So we should all be ambassadors for bourbon.
Yes, I like that, especially living in Kentucky. You really have no choice but to like bourbon.
Yeah. I
was telling you before, usually I don't gravitate toward just straight bourbon, but I love it in a cocktail, and I love it mixed in with something.
I love that, and I like to say, drink bourbon like you like it.
Like you like it. There you go. And, you all have won awards. What does that mean for the company?
Well, it's super incredible. So each one of these expressions have won over 66 awards this year. And I'm not talking a bronze medal. I'm talking gold, double gold, platinum, and a Century Award. A Century Award is a perfect score from the people that are tasting our spirits.
Wow. And how hard is that to obtain?
Well, you got to have good liquid in that bottle, and cause you're competing against other good brands that have excellent spirits. So it's quite an accomplishment.
And what made you want to work in this profession?
I mean, who wouldn't want to work in the bourbon industry? I followed a group around called the Lexington Bourbon Society, and I owned a digital marketing company, and I would talk to business owners for 10 minutes about digital marketing, and then I would talk 50 minutes about bourbon, and finally met enough people, they said, you should start a brand, and we did. So the founders, we got together and established RD1 Spirits back in January of 2020.
Right, it's still relatively new.
It's still relatively new. We're in 15 markets. And, and next year in 2024, we'll be upwards of 26 markets across the country.
Oh my goodness.
And the other thing, this year we are on the Bourbon Trail. The Bourbon Trail brings in so much bourbon tourism, and Lexington just became a gateway sponsor to the Bourbon Trail. And what that means is that more people that don't know about the Bourbon Trail are going to go to the KDA, the Bourbon Trail website. Lexington, Kentucky is going to pop up there. So all the businesses that, breweries, distilleries, restaurants, and bars are going to see a significant amount of bourbon tourism as it relates to that gateway sponsorship.
There you go. As they should, right?
As they should.
And I noticed I didn't ask about these two items. What are they exactly?
So one of the things that RD1 does is we look to see what more can wood do to influence Kentucky straight bourbon. Okay. 50 to 70% of bourbon's flavor comes from wood. We're just changing the equation. We're adding more wood into the barrel. So we have a French oak stave here, and then we have an Amburana, which is a Brazilian wood that we've used to finish the barrels, to finish with wood.
Wow, I learned so much about how to make bourbon here. How can our viewers learn more?
You can go to RD1's website. You can sign up for the newsletter. You'll get all the latest information. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram. And I'll be up in Louisville at Liquor Barn, Hurstbourne, tomorrow from 5 to 8 signing bottles. So you can come get a taste and get a signed bottle. I'll be here in Lexington on the 23rd Saturday at Liquor Barn Hamburg, and then the 30th at Liquor Barn Beaumont. So you can come and visit us at the gift shop. You can just pop in. You can reserve a tour there. We'd love to have you come.
All right.